Everyone talks about being mindful, being present in the moment, enjoying the moment, but if you ever wonder, how do I actually do that? This video is for you. Today we're going to talk about cultivating moments of mindfulness. There's so many times throughout the day where we just get stuck in our rut of doing the same thing in the same way. And when we do that, we're stuck on autopilot, and it's really challenging to actually shift gears out of autopilot into being present and experiencing the joy of the moment. So today I'm going to give you some different ideas and examples of how to do that. Okay, so we're going to just go through an average day, right? So you wake up in the morning. If you wake up like me, you're groggy and it's not a great time to be mindful. But then I get up, I start moving, I put on some music, and then I make my cup of coffee. We all sit in my rocking chair by the window and sip on my coffee, listen to some music, stay away from screens, and really try to just enjoy the flavor of the coffee, enjoy the music that's playing, and be present in the moment. Okay, so that would be one example of a mindful moment. Fast forwarding like 15 minutes, now it's time for me to take a shower. A shower is a great time to really experience mindfulness because it uses a lot of our senses. And when we're using our senses, it's really hard to be thinking about something else while smelling, while feeling touch, while listening. So next time you're in a shower, and maybe every time this week if you can, try to take a few minutes and really close your eyes. Focus on the feeling of the water, the droplets touching your skin, the feeling of the temperature. Maybe you start off the shower hot, and then to wash your face you put it cool. Focus on just the feeling of your hair getting wet, the texture of your hair on your skin, or the texture of the soap that you're rubbing on your body, and really try to make it a very sense-based experience. That will help you to be super present in the moment. Okay, so then let's say it's time to eat breakfast. Anytime you're eating, again, it's a great time to use your senses. Senses are one of the things that help us most to be mindful. So rather than trying to do 3 things at a time, eating your breakfast, scrolling through Instagram and taking care of a kid, try to just do one thing. Try to just focus on eating your breakfast. Even if that's not possible for you to do during the whole breakfast, try maybe 1 or 2 bites where you're focusing on the texture of the food, the taste of the food, how your mouth feels when you're chewing it, if you can feel your teeth crunch together. Maybe it's crunchy, maybe it's creamy. What utensil are you using? How does that utensil feel on your tongue? And really try to be present while you're eating for at least a couple of bites. Okay, so now let's say I'm dressed, I'm ready for work. I gotta walk to my car. This is a time I really like to use my ears and my eyes to practice. So I like to try to appreciate something beautiful. So right now it's summertime and the trees are green, there's birds chirping, there's people in the park, there's laughter, there's so many beautiful things. And when I can just zone into that on my walk to my car, I'm able to appreciate more and be present in that moment. Now, a couple of times when it's really helpful to practice mindfulness, but a little bit more challenging, is when we have strong emotions come up. So that's a time when it's useful to try to tune into your body and see where you're physically experiencing those emotions. Now, the tricky part about this is we want to try to do it non-judgmentally. So we don't want to tell ourselves, this emotion is bad. I want this emotion to go away. I hate this emotion. I shouldn't have this emotion. We want to try to say, I am experiencing X emotion. I'm experiencing this emotion in my body part, maybe my chest, if it's for me anxiety. And I am capable of sitting with this emotion. By just telling yourself that you're okay with this emotion, it can often diffuse the emotion. And when you're able to feel where in your body you're experiencing it, that can also help as well. Thoughts are something that it's often hard to be mindful with. We often want to fight our thoughts, get rid of them, focus on something else. But it can be a really useful practice to just say, okay, I'm having this thought. This thought doesn't have to dictate anything. And when you're able to just accept the thought, sit with the thought, let the thought come and let the thought go, you're able to move forward in a much more effective way. But if you're feeling that you're getting anxious, you're starting to future trip, you're starting to worry, it can be really helpful to tap into these skills, to try to tap into your senses. You could light a candle, you could do something that's going to force you to use your senses. Maybe touch something soft, rub your hands together and focus on the feeling of that. So many different things you can do in order to try to help bring you back into the moment and focus on what you can control in just that one moment.
Go ahead and press that subscribe button so that you'll be notified when new videos like this come out every week.